Hello, my name's Kim Kamara, and I'm the president of Yesteryear Cyclery. I'm the third generation of my family, having continuously run this business in the greater New Bedford area since 1920. Recently, we were awarded GPS, Giant Partner Store status from the Giant Bicycle Company. Giant Bicycles is the largest bicycle company in the world with international distribution, and to attain this status is quite an honor. By guaranteeing 5 years and 80% commitment to Giant-specific products, we also qualify to be a GPS, or a Giant Partner Store. Basically, this means Giant rebrands and renovates our complete cyclery to their specific standards, making Yesteryear an innovative, premier, state-of-the-art bicycle sales and service destination. I invite you to look around our brand new renovated showroom, and please, if you have any questions, feel free to ask any of my competent and friendly staff. Please enjoy the brand new Giant Yesteryear. Okay, so one of the parts of this giant makeover of our store is the exterior of the building, of which I'm completely responsible for. They're going to take care of redesigning the inside and fixtures and that sort of thing. They're also going to supply signage on the outside of my building, but the signs that were on my building were over 25 years old, so it was time to get rid of them. As you can see behind me, the facade has been stripped of the words Yesteryear Cyclery, which were put up in the 70s actually. They wanted $1,900 to do it, and I did it on a ladder in about an hour or so. But now it's time to paint, and rather hiring somebody to paint, I've looked into renting a scissors jack to go up there. It was like $1,000. So instead, I'm using my own staging that I have, and I'm going to have my own guys paint it. Now, my father always told me, don't buy cheap paint. You work too hard to get this job done and to do it right, so buy good paint. I didn't go to Home Depot, I didn't go to Lowe's, I didn't go to Pittsburgh Paint. I went to George Kirby and Sons, which have been in business since 1846 in this city, hand mixing paints for years for the entire marine industry. They make boat paint, they make stuff that you see on Deadliest Catch that does not break down. So I went to them, they gave me a deal because they know I'm going to be using about 20 gallons of paint. And this is the stuff. It's actually an alkyd oil-based boat paint that we're going to do the side of the building with, the outside. This board that's out here is very porous, so we're going to take about 12 coats of primer and then 1 coat of finish coat. So take a look at the building and you'll see what we're talking about. So there's the bond board now. You see the outline of where it used to say Yesteryear. We're going to paint this entire thing, top and bottom, and we're going to start doing it today. There's my own little staging. We're going to start on this side, and from a safety standpoint, the staging has wheels, and we're just afraid that if we get up there, the thing may take off. So I parked my tractor right in the way. Consequently, no one will get hurt. So Adam's going to take the first shift. We're going to get up and try this side, see what it looks like, and we'll give you progress reports as we go. But this is the start of the giant build out here at Yesteryear Cyclery. Okay, well, we're into week 2 of the renovations here at Yesteryear as we prepare for the giant build out, which is coming in April of next year in the spring. So I'll show you some of the progress we made this week, or last week I should say. We took out all the slat wall that was on this area. This is by the bathrooms, and we're covering up holes. We've got all new sheetrock. Mr. Mike, Magic Mike, has done all this work himself. Laid the sheetrock, taped it all, sanding it, cleaning it. We're going to paint this all black. This entire area is going to become a theater. You see, I got our big screen there and our projector up top. We're going to be showing movies in here, maybe put some seats in. All of this wrap counter area is going to be gone. All of this will be gone. Oh, look, our newlyweds. Married Saturday last week. Kyle and Ricky, so cute. Anyway, where our helmets are now, we're going to have our wrap counter. And we've got something very special planned there, which I don't want to talk about just yet. So Continuing on, let's go outside and take a look at the front of the building and how much it's changed. My boy spent the whole week on staging, and where this used to be gray brown bond board that said Yesteryear on it, you look now, it's all beautiful gray. This has all been done with Kirby Brothers hand mixed oil base primer, 55 bucks a gallon. Fancy schmancy. This all used to look like really beat up. Now it's all gray. And this is in anticipation of a set of signs that are going up here. One that says Giant right there. And down the other side here is going to be a big set of channel letters that say Yesteryear Cyclery, all lit up in red and neon green. It's going to be bad. Bad in a good way. There's the other side, all done up. So, this week's job, we're going to paint this with the final top coat. They're going to be coming up to redo this big sign over here. That's getting all redone. And we'll keep you progressed as we progress. So until next week, here we go. Okay, time for a little progress report. Here are our east wall, which we've added some outlets to. This is going to be the customer service area. We're going to be building a counter right out here. Meantime, on the crew today, we've got the lovely and talented Andy Lauby putting in another wall, and we'll be wiring that. And Mr. Mike and Mr. Adam are tearing down electrical wires in anticipation of us building a new wall up here. So, we shall continue to build up wall by wall. It's going to be a new and exciting yesteryear. Well, we're into our third week of renovating the store. I got a bit of a cold thanks to Adam. But today I'll show you what we're doing. It's November 19th, and we're still cranking along here with just the Yesteryear staff doing the rebuild. Working on workbenches in the back repair area. And what we've done, we've taken the Formica, we painted it black, and then we started to coat it with this product called Pro Marine Resin Epoxy. And it's hard to see here, but with the first coat it's kind of a stipple finish, but we're turning these grungy old workbenches into a glossy black finish, and we're kind of putting the word Giant under each of the benches. These are the new backs for the other two benches that have pegboard. This is the kind of grunge we're looking at. This is what's been here for only God knows how many years. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to belt sand these, paint them black, and you're going to see how beautiful this is going to look when we're all done. There's a rough idea of what it looks like now, but after it takes 2 or 3 days for this stuff to set up. So when it's all done, we'll take your picture and show you. Okay, so here we are. This is week 3. We're still in the total resto mode. It's not going well. The weather's been terrible. We can't paint outside. So we've been working inside. The walls are finished, as you can probably see on this side. This week, we're going to work on getting out all these green walls here and all these cabinets. They're all going to get moved downstairs with all the storage that's in them. We've been using this for 40 years to hold stuff, and now it's going to be transported down to the cellar because this is going to be one big spacious workroom here. Showroom, I should say. We've got plans for the customer service area. It's going to get moved over to this area here as you come in the door on your right. And because the weather isn't agreeing, it's overcast and rainy, today we're working on workbenches in the back. Let me give you a rundown of what they look like. Here's one that's finished. And what we did was we painted them black, put a Giant sticker on it, and we put 3 or 4 layers of marine epoxy, which is like putting glass down. All of the equipment has been painted in Giant blue. Work stands, vices. Here's another bench that's fairly completed. We've got to give it another coat. And now we're in the process of digging up the last one. And my boy Andy on the heat gun. And we're taking up Formica that is 45 years old and totally beat. So, we will continue on this week, see what happens, see if the weather agrees with us. And until next time, see ya. Okay, updates on week 3. We have sanded the final workbench, It has been covered with a little bit of spackling compound to fill in the holes. We're gonna paint it black and continue on. But let's see what's going on outside here. It's a dreary day, cold. Our little friend Mr. Mike is putting on the second coat of the Kirby paint, the oil-based gray paint right over our primer. It's coming out awesome. Heavy duty paint. And Adam is busy wire brushing this old antique lamppost that we are restoring. This was our original trademark, which had a high wheeler leaning against it. And right now we're taking off the rust. We're gonna paint it green and put a brand new globe up here and put an electric light that looks like a flame. So, let's keep going. We'll keep you posted as we go. Okay, so moving along on our benches. Here is the third bench on its first pour. I think it's gonna have to go again. Obviously, there's a lot of stipples in it. We're painting in here today in the rear shop. Kyle's bench is complete. We're starting to load it with tools. This looks beautiful. Isn't that gorgeous? Our little giant workbenches. And thanks to Mike, we now have a black refrigerator, which is kind of neat. And this old beat up cabinet that we use nuts and bolts in, we decided to sand all the rust off it, paint it giant blue, and epoxy a nice sticker on top of it. So now, what was a piece of crap looks like a brand new cabinet. We used to have floor tiles stuck to the side of it. It was so crappy. So the repair shop is the big push this week, so that we can get back to work in retail here. Little by little, though, the whole thing's gone from neon green to all right, progress report. This is week 4. Today is December the 5th. I got the whole crew in here today ripping out a wall. They're working like animals. Check this out. Oh, that was great. We got no business, but here's where the cabinets used to be. We're ripping this whole wall down. Right down to the bare wall. Happy Kyle, new married man. Mr. Mike, we're gonna expose a window. There's actually a window hiding behind that wall right there, which we'll show you a little later on in the film, but we progress on. The build out continues. All right, so here's a little progress report. We're undoing 40 years of jumping over the floor with a lump in it. And my little buddy Andy figured out that if we cut the lump out and take off a thing that's underneath called a ferrin, we would actually alleviate this lump before we put a new floor in. When they built this building, they put the 2x8s, which is the joist, and this little piece of ferrin, and that caused the whole floor to belly up. So we cut it out. We're taking that piece out. We're going to screw it back down, and God willing, these lumps that we've had all these years, 4 of them that run across the I-beams of the building, will be gone. Sometimes beautiful thing. And Mr. Mike is putting on new walls. They're coming, almost done now, ready for paint. This is going to be an orange wall. You know, it's December 9th. It's a Sunday night. It's about 7 o'clock. Everybody's home in a nice warm house, and I'm here at the shop. It's freezing in here. It's going to be about 35 degrees inside this building. And you know who's here busting his ass for me is my little buddy Andy. Check him out. Go, baby! 1 sheet. We are digging up the original floor. Can you believe this? Unbelievable. Look at him go. Save that sheet. I'm building a house. That's my boy.
That's my boy.
Whoa. Hey, man.
What's up?
You're wrecking shit.
No, an ass taking.
That's all right. You're my man. Thank you, Andy. Appreciate you. Love you, brother. sheetrock and installation day.
Alright, well, here's a...
What do you got?
I got
Yeah, I don't know. Andy kind of likes his little toys there. So, you know what? Set the resistance all the way out. So,
Once we get them up there, you guys can go. Hey, yeah.
hi boys.
Hey, thanks. Get all my chins in that one.
Yeah. Plumber's crack. Nice. Mike, just keep hiding your face. Nobody will ever know it's you.
That's perfect.
Okay, well here we are on week 5. We have completed the floor. Fixing the floor, I should say. All the little stripes are cut out, as you can see. And the floor is now flat, which I'm very proud of. And we have begun construction on the dressing room. The dressing room is a 7-foot square structure. It's being put in the corner where we used to sell clothes over here, and there was a window we blocked off. That's going to be a mirror. And Andy has framed in the door, which is over here. And just a little while ago, we went to Fairhaven Lumber and we got a sheetrock, piece of plywood we need. And we're gonna finish this up today and get ourselves a ladies and men's dressing room for the new giant build-out clothing line. Should be awesome. So today is December 30th, and this will be the last video I take for a little while because this evening I'm leaving for my winter getaway in Daytona. And when I come back, hopefully my staff and boys will have completed the project and we'll be ready for Giant team to come in and do the build out, as they call it, or redo the entire inside of our store. So at this point of the game, the floor is ready to be installed, which is going to be coming in from the West Coast. It's a gray interlocking vinyl plank. The walls for the dressing room have been roughed up. We're finishing the sheetrocking, and when it's all done, this whole wall is going to be blue through here. This wall will be white. This wall over here will be orange. And we're going to take all the bikes that are up in the ceiling, if you will, the sky, what do I call this thing, museum, and we're going to put them all along the border of the store in the gutters. And we'll have a kind of a legacy wall of bicycles, starting with the old 50s bikes and all the way up to the most current road bikes. So when we come back in March, we should have a brand new store to show you, so hang in there. Okay, well here's our next phase in my movie. I'm back in New Bedford. I flew in yesterday. Today's March the 8th, I think, or 9th, something like that. I don't know. I missed a flight, so that was a whole nother story. It took me way too long to get home to Providence. Andy picked me up, and we're about to head over to the shop and take a look at the progress that the boys have done. So hang in there. Here we go. Okay, so here we are. It's time for the big reveal. After 3 months away from the shop, let's see what the boys have done. Oh my God. It's just not the same. It's nice and warm in here, by the way. Who's paying for that heat? Look at this store. Woo! The boys have outdone themselves. Now today we're waiting for the folks from Giant to come in, 3 or 4 guys, and they're gonna do the big restaurant renovation and bring us a brand new Giant cyclery. So until further notice, we'll be back. Okay, so the fun has begun. It's about 9:30. We just had a gigantic truck arrive at the store with about 20 pallets worth of stuff. The boys are unloading now. And this store is a bumblebee nest of activity. Look around here. Look at all the stuff coming in. Got all my boys on deck. Kyle, Adam, Mike, Andy, Lenny. And we got the boys from Giant. Got Mike, Grayson, and Griffin. They are busy putting together all the fixtures and the internal stuff. This store is going to be unbelievable when we're done with it. Well, we're halfway through day 1 and we made a mess of the place. Check it out. That's cardboard from half the stuff they've unpacked. We're starting to build all the racks and the display stands. This is going to be a clothing wall. Bike displays. Oh, I think this is for helmets. Wall standoffs. Holy crap. If we could sell cardboard, we'd be rich. So these guys are doing all this. My project is putting back all the lights that my lovely employees decided to take down while I was away. So this is a wiring nightmare, but if we want this place to look like a nightclub, we got to go ahead and wire it all. So it's going to be cool when we're all done. So we'll keep you posted as we go. So we're here on day 2 of the Giant build out. The boys are working like little beavers all over the place. Look at the pile of garbage we made yesterday. Taking apart all the equipment. Andy is busy working on the customer wrap area. And my boys and the Giant boys today are building the racks to hold the bicycles. The place is a veritable mess. And my job is working on all the speakers and the lighting. So we got a big day ahead of us. Got the whole crew in here. Now yesterday they were also put racks on the walls where they're going to put display trays. And there the boys having their morning conference as to what's going on. So we'll keep you posted as we go, but this is day 2 of the big building. Okay, so we're pretty much in the final stages of our build out. Been here for about 10 days. Flew in last Sunday. Today is Tuesday. Helped the boys get everything finalized. The display's up. The Giant guys have gone home. As you can see, most of the showroom is stocked. All the equipment is in place. We've got our men's department with shoes, clothing, actually a men's bicycle. We've got our dressing room complete. We've got the Live Ladies section with the ladies' bike, ladies' clothing, of course, ladies' shoes, which is very popular this time of the year. We sell a lot of spin shoes. Little try-on area. All the racks are in, which look awesome. We've got a high-performance mountain bike area. Basket bags, kids' bikes here. All the e-bikes sit in the middle of the front window. Got these high-tech plastic risers that say Giant and Live on them. We've decided to put the BMX on this row. and all the recreational sport and leisure bikes on the other row. And then as you go across the front window, we've got another riser with the Live Ladies high-end road bikes. They also are on all brand new Rudy racks supplied by Giant in this build out. And the final phase of our project is finishing Command Central here, which is our very fancy cash wrap area that Andy designed. And he's in the process of finishing the Formica on the tops. As you can see, it looks awesome. It's a semicircle. You can only enter it from one way. We're gonna have a lit sign in the back with the Giant Yesteryear logos on it. I'm in the process of putting in the computers, which I've got register one in already and wired. And we'll be able to run 3-4 people in the back here and 2 sets of customers at the same time, which will be pretty awesome. And there's the theater. And pretty much we're almost complete. We're approaching the April 1st soft opening, which is Monday in 2 weeks. And at that time, we will open to the public full time, Monday through Saturday, 9 to 5. And we've scheduled a grand opening for the 16th of May, which is a Saturday, where all the local dignitaries, the mayor's gonna cut a ribbon for the grand reopening of Yesteryear Giant. And all the big shots from Giant themselves will be down, and it's gonna be a great party. So this pretty much concludes the end of our Giant build out, except for maybe some party videos, and I'm very glad you stayed with us and joined us for this whole party. Thank you.